So then, day 12 of the PDC World Darts Championship, and today we have got the final round 3 fixtures at the 2025 World Darts Championship, seeing who is going to be the final 4 players into the last 16 of the World Darts Championship. Go through the afternoon session and the evening session predictions. The action is going to be starting in around 45-50 minutes at Alexandra Palace on Sky, of course. Let's get into some predictions. So the first one sees Jeffrey de Graaf play Paulo Nebreda. Now, if you'd have told me Jeffrey de Graaf versus Paulo Nebreda would be a game where the winner goes to the last 16, I would have told you you're lying and you're joking and all this stuff. I was 100% expecting Gary Anderson versus Ross Smith in this game, in my opinion, but that's not what happened, and Jeffrey de Graaf takes on Paulo Nebreda. In terms of my prediction, I do think there is going to be, unsure basically about this game, because both players have never been in a situation like this before, so I'm going to go with the experience. I'm going to go with just the edging of quality. I'm going to go Jeffrey de Graaf 4, Paulo Nebreda 2. Moving on to the second game of the afternoon session. Kevin Doots takes on Krzysztof Ratajski. Now, of course, Kevin Doots, the conqueror of Bully Boy Michael Smith in round 2, takes on Ratajski, who played well against Alexis Toilo, but didn't really need to get out of second gear in that game, to be fair. Kevin Doots has got the ability to beat Krzysztof, but I think in this environment, Krzysztof Ratajski knows how to get the job done, and I'm going to go Kevin Doots 2, Krzysztof Ratajski 4. Final game of the afternoon session sees the Dreammaker Dimitri van den Berg take on Callan Rydz. Now, Callan Rydz had an incredible run at this tournament a few years ago, reaching the quarterfinals, I believe it was, losing to Peter Wright. And Dimitri van den Berg has really struggled this year. Won the UK Open, of course, but apart from that, has been starved of real quality at the majors in the 2024 season. I think Callan Rydz gets this one as well. I've gone Dimitri van den Berg 2, Callan Rydz 4. It's the 4-2 show for me in the afternoon session. I've gone Jeffrey de Graaf 4-2, Krzysztof Ratajski 4-2, Callan Rydz 4-2 for the afternoon session. Let's have a look at those evening fixtures. So the evening session starts off with Rapid Ricky Evans taking on Robert Owen. Now, Robert Owen obviously knocked out Gabriel Clemens in round 2. Ricky Evans knocked out Dave Chisnall, so both players are looking to book their place in the last 16 and the final third round tie at the World Darts Championship. Ricky Evans was brilliant against Chisnall. Robert Owen was the same against Gabriel Clemens. I think it's going to be tight in terms of the sets, like each individual set I think will be tight, but I've got Ricky Evans to win 4-1. I think he may win sets like 3-2, 3-1. But I think in the overall match, I think it's going to be a one-sided game. I've gone 4-1 Rapid Ricky Evans. And then we start off with the fourth round, the last 16. So we will know our first 2 quarterfinalists at the end of tonight. The first one sees the all-Welsh clash between Johnny Clayton and Gedwin Price. The Welsh number 1 and the Welsh number 2 in action against each other. Obviously, great mates, won the World Cup together, really do get along, these two. So I'm assuming it will be a really, friendly type atmosphere, but both players will want to win and want to get that place in the quarterfinals. In terms of Johnny, he scraped through, really, against, Daryl Gurney and Mickey Mansell. He's had to avoid, or he's had to go to sudden death legs and really scrape through and really, basically what a ferret is, scrap around and get the job done. But Gedwin Price played really well against Keane Barry in round 2, played really well in that incredible game against Joe Cullen in round 3. I think this is going to go all the way again. I just cannot separate the two teams, cannot separate the two players. I've gone Johnny Clayton 3, Gedwin Price 4. I think Gezi books his place in the quarterfinal. And then the final game of the evening session sees the world number 1 and defending world champion Luke Humphries taking on the 2-time world champion Peter Wright. Obviously, Peter Wright has something that Luke Humphries wants, that second world title, and I think this game is going to be, fireworks on the stage. I'm really hoping Peter Wright comes into this game with the A game that we know he can, and really gives Luke Humphries a game. I think if Peter Wright is on it, this will be an absolute thriller on Sunday night here at the Darts. But I do worry that Peter Wright's A game is few and far between in terms of how often we see it. I've gone Luke Humphries 4, Peter Wright 2. Like I said, I would love Peter Wright to win. I've watched Peter Wright for a long time. Really like Peter Wright as a player and a person, and I would love to see him beat Luke Humphries, but I just don't see it, and I think Luke Humphries wins 4-2. So I've gone Ricky Evans to beat Robert Owen 4-1, Gerwyn Price to beat Johnny Clayton in a last set decider 4-3, and Luke Humphries to beat Peter Wright by 4-2. Let me know your predictions down below. Darts is on in about 30 minutes, so sit back, relax, and enjoy day 12 at the Alexandra Palace, and I'll be here later to review all of this action and see how many predictions I got right. Enjoy the darts, like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff, and thank you for watching.